The history of the Czech, Moravian, Slovak, and broader Slavic peoples is a rich tapestry woven through millennia of cultural evolution, political upheaval, and social transformation. The Slavs, an Indo-European ethno-linguistic group, are believed to have originated in modern-day Ukraine, Poland, and Belarus. By the early centuries AD, they had settled in Eastern Europe. During the 6th century migration period, Slavic tribes moved westward and southward, driven by pressures from other migrating tribes and the collapse of the Roman Empire. Great Moravia, the first major Slavic state, emerged in the 9th century. Founded by Magyari, it included parts of present-day Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary. This era saw the mission of Saints Cyril and Methodius, who introduced the Glagolitic script and laid the foundation for Slavic literacy and Christianity. Following the decline of Great Moravia, the Duchy of Bohemia emerged as a significant Slavic state in the 9th century. Ruled by the Přemysl dynasty, it became part of the Holy Roman Empire in 1004. The duchy was elevated to the Kingdom of Bohemia in 1198, flourishing particularly during the reign of Charles IV, who established Prague as an imperial city and founded Charles University. Meanwhile, Slovak territories were incorporated into the Kingdom of Hungary in the early 11th century. Despite Hungarian rule, Slovaks preserved their language and cultural identity with significant developments in towns, trade, and fortifications. The Hussite Wars from 1419 to 1434 followed the execution of Jan Hus, a religious reformer who criticized the Catholic Church. These wars led to the establishment of the Utraquist Church and significant social and political changes. After the Battle of Mohacs in 1526, Bohemian and Hungarian crowns, including Slovak lands, fell under Habsburg rule. This period saw efforts to centralize authority and enforce Catholicism, leading to numerous rebellions and resistance from Protestant nobility. The Bohemian Revolt in 1618, part of the 30 Years' War, ended with the defeat of Bohemian estates at the Battle of White Mountain in 1620. The 19th century witnessed a revival of Czech language, literature, and culture. Intellectuals like Josef Dobrovský and František Palický documented and promoted Czech history and identity, leading to a cultural renaissance and political awakening. The Slovak national revival, led by figures such as Ludovic Ster, also saw significant cultural and political efforts despite majorization pressures. The collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire after World War I led to the establishment of Czechoslovakia in 1918. The new state united Czechs and Slovaks, with Tomáš Garriga Masaryk as its first president. Despite ethnic tensions, Czechoslovakia emerged as a democratic and economically prosperous country. In 1938, the Munich Agreement forced Czechoslovakia to cede the Sudetenland to Nazi Germany. Slovakia declared independence in 1939, becoming a client state of Nazi Germany, while the Czech lands were occupied. Post-World War II, Czechoslovakia fell under Soviet influence, leading to a communist coup in 1948. The Prague Spring of 1968, initiated by Alexander Dubček, aimed to create socialism with a human face, but was suppressed by a Warsaw Pact invasion. The Velvet Revolution of 1989 peacefully ended communist rule, with Václav Havel becoming the first post-communist president. On January 1, 1993, Czechoslovakia peacefully split into two independent countries, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. The Czech Republic and Slovakia have both developed into stable and prosperous democratic states, joining NATO and the EU in 2004. Prague and Bratislava remain cultural and economic hubs in Central Europe. Pan-Slavism in the 19th century advocated for the unity of all Slavic peoples, fostering solidarity through shared cultural and historical ties. Slavic languages are divided into three main branches: West, East, and South Slavic. Shared cultural traits include folklore, music, traditional clothing, and customs, with religious traditions playing significant roles. The history of the Czech, Moravian, Slovak, and broader Slavic peoples is a story of resilience, cultural richness, and significant contributions to European history. From their early origins and the formation of Great Moravia to the modern independent states of the Czech Republic and Slovakia, these peoples have navigated complex historical landscapes, maintaining their unique identities while contributing to the broader tapestry of Slavic heritage.